For those of you who watched the Super Bowl, or maybe just were paying attention to the Super Bowl, many of you saw that during the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance, the flags of Sudan and Palestine were displayed. We are very, very honored to have with us here on the show Zül-Qarnaįn Nantambu, the Super Bowl halftime performer who brought out the Palestine and Sudanese flags. Zuul, thank you so much for being with us.
Alhamdulillah, Zül-Qarnaïn. How you doing, my good man?
Oh, man, I'm doing very well, thank you. I appreciate you being with us, brother.
Is the audio good?
Audio is good. You're loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's an honor to be invited to this platform. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. And I guess I'll just ask you the first question is what moved you during this moment to take this action, to bring out the flags of Sudan and Palestine?
Well, as we were going through the rehearsals, I just was reflecting on why I was chosen to be here, because I know we were doing a lot of rehearsals, 2 weeks, 6, 8 hour days. And I'm like, I got a lot of other stuff I could be doing. I just was initially trying to get in the Super Bowl for free. And then I said, I bit off more than I could chew with all this commitment. I didn't know I had to commit to it that much. But then as I was pondering, I got inspired. I'm like, man, this is a big stage and you're here and you got to do something to try to bring some light to your Muslim brothers and sisters over the world who are oppressed, who are afflicted by genocide, and their human rights and liberties are violated. So as I pondered on it, the idea came to my head, and then the idea grew. I formulated it. Alhamdulillah, it was inspiration on how to enact, how to go about, demonstrating. Because at first I was like, I just was gonna get like some things that football players wear under their eyes and put free guys under and try to run the camera and hope that a camera could catch it, and for a split second people would see it. But then as I watched Kendrick Lamar do his show, because we did many rehearsals with him, and I saw like the symbolism that we all saw from Sam Jackson playing Uncle Sam, the men formulating the flag, and then that's what made me think about getting the flag for Gaza and for Sudan, because I'm really kind of tied with their communities, from many Palestinian brothers and sisters I know here in Sudan and in Canada, and Sudanese brothers and sisters I know here that share with me the atrocities of what's going on in their homeland. So I kind of got connected to them in that regard. And so God made a way, alhamdulillah, for everything to formulate.
Your act of protest has been, of course, widely praised, but we've also seen how artists and activists who take these stands on political issues, there's often this huge backlash, right? So I'm curious if you've experienced any consequences. I mean, maybe positive, maybe negative, but since the performance, and how do you see this moment contributing to the broader movement for Palestine and Sudan?
Well, in your two-part question, firstly, all risk, all sustenance, all provisions comes from Allah, comes from God. So I'm really not paying attention to any negative backlash or whatnot. I'm a financial freedom fighter. That means I'm an entrepreneur. So alhamdulillah, as long as I provide a service or provide a product, I'll be okay. Secondly, what was the second part?
Well, I was asking how you feel this actually benefits the broader struggle for Sudan and Palestine.
I just wanted to do my part. I didn't think in a steps ahead of what it's going to do. I just was like, okay, you do your part, God will take care of the rest. But what I have seen is that it's strengthened a lot of people's faith, and because these are people of resilience and determination. And some people will say God is, or astaghfirullah. People might think that they've been forgotten about or whatever. So this is a reassurance that God sees them, that God can use me and put me on the highest stage past 100 layers of security and put this flag in front of so many prominent people's faces in the world to see, and put it in front of the commander-in-chief who was just sitting with Netanyahu, sitting with this person. They see it with their own eyes, that they will be represented and they will be victorious, and they will not be just prone to cast aside those of Palestine and Gaza and the Sudanese that's going through these harsh atrocities. People around the world, whoever's supporting and financing the people that's causing harm. I don't know, I forgot the name of the army. I don't want to say it wrong, or the militia, or whatever the group is, but that's doing all these atrocities to women and children and displacing people and going in people's homes and just taking stuff and pillaging, and that at least it strengthens those who are afflicted by that fate, that they're getting represented on the highest highest stage, and that they know that God is with them. So they should patiently persevere, and may Allah grant them relief in paradise in the next life. It may be a trial that'll grant them eternal success.
You know, I think a lot of people looked at what you did and thought, wow, this was powerful. This is amazing. You know, maybe one day I'll have an opportunity to say something. I guess, what would your message be for other people who are thinking they have some big stage coming up and they feel similarly about this or other issues, but are wondering if they should speak out or not?
I advise them to do a peaceful protest. Don't put your life in, don't do something that it will be able to be misconstrued and used as a terrorist attack. Because I guess, but speak out. Use whatever resources you have. If you can help people financially, if you could use your tongue, if you could use your hands to stop it. But when I mean peaceful protest, I'm saying don't harm any innocent people. Because I'm from New Orleans, and the Super Bowl was in New Orleans, and just prior to that, they had a terrorist attack, and they aligned it with Islam or whatever group they aligned it with, and that's not of Islam. You know, we don't harm innocent people, we don't harm victims. So that's what I say. Definitely speak out, help. If you could donate money, time, energy, effort, but don't harm anybody that over here and try to align it with a movement of people who are struggling and fighting for freedom. They're fighting for their liberty. So that's what I say, but definitely do it.
Well, Zül-Qarnaïn, it was amazing to see. We appreciate you doing it like millions of people around the world. And we appreciate you joining us and giving us some of your time.
Please follow my Instagram and TikTok. I have a YouTube platform, Open Book Platform. Go subscribe to the channel. It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok, and my personal IG is FFF, which stands for Financial Freedom Fighter, FFF_Zül-Qarnaïn, ZULQARNAIN. Send me a message, post something, I'm gonna repost you, whatever. It's all love. Peace and blessings. Have $1 million day.